Hi, just want to chat and fill you in on what's going on. Just went to the Great Barrier Reef Film Festival here on Magnetic Island. And what a good location for a film festival. It's pretty nice, sitting there listening to directors tell their stories and give you tips, and sitting there across from the beach under a canopy with a nice breeze coming through. It was a good spot. It's better than last year with being indoors. It's a lot better being out in the open, listening to the chats and stuff, than going into the cinema rooms and watch the films. But I haven't been into the cinemas to watch the films as yet. I'm volunteering to collect tickets at 2 documentaries and Surf's Up. Because I volunteered, I get to watch the films for free, those few films. And I kind of wanted to watch, because I was just listening to the director of Killing Ground today speak. And I was inspired by what he had to say, and I'd really like to watch his film. But I just don't have the money to pay to go watch it. But I'm hoping, because I volunteered for Surf's Up, which is playing. It's a kids' film, which is playing right before Killing Ground, which is pretty ironic, because Killing Ground is a bit of a thriller, and Surf's Up's a family movie. But I'm hoping I can sort of stick around and watch Killing Ground, but still won't be watching it. Maybe I can go back and watch that. I don't know. I'll figure it out tomorrow. But I was inspired by what the directors had to say, especially the director from Killing Ground. And not gonna lie, it was pretty attractive. I'm just joking. Stella's like, oh, no, I'm kidding. I'm just joking. I'm joking. I'm not. Okay. He is attractive. But yeah, I was more inspired by what he had to say, and it kind of inspired me with my own film. I've sort of put it on the shelf as well, because it all sort of fell to shit, because it didn't all fall to shit, but I need to edit it and need to redo sound, so I just sort of put it on the shelf until I can actually do it, and been through a couple of editors, like I mentioned in the last YouTube video I did, that I went through a couple of editors, and it was just frustrating that I'd been through, 1, 2, 3 editors, 4 editors that I've spoken to about them doing it, and they've said yes, and then started the process, and then they've had to pull out for whatever reason, and I even offered, I was paying one of them at the time, and he still pulled out. But not judging them, but it just sort of left me without an editor. But that's cool, because I like the creative process of putting it all together. I think a filmmaker should go through the process of editing it, and let their creative juices flow and put it together themselves, and it can be a lot of fun. It's very time consuming, and I needed the money for the editing to redo my editing subscription, editing software subscription, which is a Premiere Pro. So for the whole Adobe package, on my students I get it a bit cheaper, but it's very expensive still. It's about $250 to $300 for the editing software, which I haven't had that amount of money, even though it's not a lot of money, but I haven't been able to spare that to put towards editing software, and I've been focused on finishing my uni degree, which I finished my bachelor. I'm now doing my postgraduate certificate. And yeah, so I've really been focused on that, and now I've sort of got the time to do it, and not the money this at present to put towards this software so I can edit. But now I'm really like listening to the directors today. I'm like I'm a lot more inspired to finish it and be creative and see myself as a filmmaker, whereas I sort of put that side of me on the shelf. I'm a lot more inspired to get it done and be that filmmaker again and have that passion for film that I once had. I love doing anything creative, and I think it'll be a fun creative process to go through the editing and picking out scenes, putting them all together, and learning how to do the special effects and all that sort of thing. I'll just do it. Doesn't matter how long it takes, as long as it's getting done, and that'll be satisfying that it is actually happening, and I'm doing something. So I am moving, and that will help me to have more money, because I'm moving into somewhere cheaper. I have found a place. It's in Kuranda, which will be beautiful and exciting to move to somewhere new, and it'll be cheaper, and I'll be sharing a house, which will be different for us, but I think the people that we're living with will be cool. And it's a really nice house, and it's going to be exciting to move to somewhere new. And we'll just keep moving north, go up and check out Port Douglas and not Mission Beach. We'll check out Mission Beach on the way back another time, but we'll check out Port Douglas, Cape Tribulation and Daintree, and I don't think I'll go any further than there. But yeah, it'll be good to check out that area. The last time I was in Daintree and Cape Tribulation was when I was a young child, so I don't really remember it, and I don't remember going on the Kuranda train, but I'll be doing that with Starla, my daughter, and it'll be fun. So, and then I think we'll just head back down south and maybe head back down to the Gold Coast or Sunshine Coast. See what happens. But, why not? But hopefully by then I'll get an English teaching job in Japan and go, and because it's a long application process, it takes about a year. If you want to go on the JET program, which is the best program, it takes about a year process. It's about a year process for JET. So that will allow me some time to save up some money, and because I'll need about a month's wage or a month's pay to survive for a month, until I get paid, because I get paid monthly over there, and I'll need to be able to pay for a month's rent up front, and eat and live for a month. So plus flights are pretty cheap actually. It's only about $800 for Stella and I to go over there one way. So yeah, I'll need money for that and to live for a month. So I can save up for that over the course of a year and pay for my editing software. So that'd be good. So that's what's happening with me. What's new with you? Okay, leave a comment below, and subscribe, and have a great night.